In this video, we're going to replace the CV axle on a 2007 to 2012 XP90 or Toyota Yaris. It's $40 at the Junkyard and new ones are $40. I know it's probably better to get a Toyota original part, but I'm going to try it, see what happens. This is the part number? In this video, we're going to use these tools. First, start by removing the axle nut. You can use a 32mm deep socket. It came off. What I've seen people doing is they'll take off these two bolts, and then that will allow this whole mechanism to slide forward. It's a good idea to take some time and PB blast everything. To remove the two knuckle bolts, you'll take out your 18mm wrench and your 15mm socket, using the wrench to hold and the socket to remove. Yeah, okay, it's gonna move out. Now we're not supposed to let it hang, so I put a jack stand to catch it. What we want to do is pry out from here, I guess. I wanted to let you know that this isn't the right way to do it. You don't want to pry against the transmission. If we take a look at the axle, you can see where I incorrectly pried, which was right here. And that leads to some drama that we'll get into later on in this video. But the axle has these grooves here. So what you want to do is take your pry bar and hit against that. There's also a tool that sort of looks like a fork, and that's designed specifically to remove these. CV axle was stuck into the transmission. They couldn't get it out. Finally got a pry bar underneath it, and then I just hammered it out. If we drained the transmission fluid first, we may not have encountered this at all. Let me show you what the damage is. The key takeaway here is to drain your transmission fluid before you get started with this job. Also, if you do happen to damage your transmission to axle seal, there is a way to replace it. You'll want to get yourself a seal puller. This allows you the leverage to pull out the rubber seal without damaging the transmission. Once removing the old one, you'll have to install the new one. I applied some axle grease to get the seal started, and then used the old seal and a hammer to tap it in evenly. I think that's in. Looks fairly even. From here, use your jack stand to help give yourself support. Angle the axle as straight as you can into the transmission and try to aim a little above the hole, ensuring that the ABS pin is facing down. Oh, get it! If you have an ABS axle, it's gonna have this pin here. If the opening is towards the bottom, it makes it much easier to slip in. The hole's here, and we kept hitting it like this, and then there's a little O-ring clip. So that O-ring clip probably snags one of the gears and then pushes it before it goes in. But when I brought it in at an up angle, it was able to slip in like that. Don't forget to torque your axle nuts. Mine was 165 pounds. And then you also have this retainer you're supposed to bend in with the chisel. So we're using royal purple because the C50 in the Yaris has brass synchros. Max gear is non-corrosive to soft yellow metals, bronze, brass, and copper. When refilling the transmission, I used a transmission refilling pump. There are 2 points on the transmission, one low point, that's the drain plug, and one high point, that's the fill plug. I kept pouring fluid in until a little started coming out of the fill plug. Congratulations! Now you know how to change the CV axle on a 2007 to 2012 Toyota Yaris. This also works most cars, like we just changed an edge, pretty much the same thing. If you'd like to see more videos on how to fix your Yaris, check this out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.